welcome to the Functional Idiots podcast. We're fucking recording on the sunny side of Michigan with a high of pollen. I'm here with Colton.
You know shit on the pollen thing. My God. See, so my new truck that I got not too long ago is black. Fucking mistake, man. Fucking mistake. I get back from being out for a week, and I come back and it looks like a fucking bumblebee. I'm like, what happened? Like, what the hell?
You know how we do we were supposed to do like weird questions and stuff. Now, I made the offhanded. So my girlfriend's work got these new treats from Mexico. They're made in Mexico, and they're like Twinkies. So I was talking with Andy yesterday while you were doing whatever, and I'm like, "Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just eating some Mexican Twinkies." And Andy goes, "What, a burrito?" And I'm like, you know what? That's actually a good point. What are the equivalents to Twinkies in every other place? And I just happen to be thinking about this, like, for like Chinese food, it'd be an egg roll, because that's something stuffed in something. For America, since we're fat, it could be a number of different things. It could be an actual Twinkie, a corn dog, a regular hot dog, a brat. I mean, we got a lot of shit that just fattens you up that could be dubbed as Twinkie material. So like, I just looked it up. In England or the UK, they do import Twinkies. Of course, they are a lot more expensive because they're imported. But they do have what they call cutie cakes, which are, quote-unquote, an American brand, which is some bullshit. I'm pretty sure that's fucking England as it gets right there. And that looks like about the same thing as a fucking Twinkie. So, yeah, it's some... I mean, if you think about it, too, is compare just like chips compared to in America and England. Chips over here is like fucking like Lay's potato chips, right? Over in Britain, those are French fries. And then over there, crisps are chips. Over here, crisp is something that's different. It's like between a chip and a cracker, and that's a crisp, It's they can say cunt, and that's all right. We could say bollocks, and that's all right for us, or wanker. We can say that. They can't. It's weird. It's totally weird. What is the difference between just the two? Well, that's why we left their asses 250 years ago. Fuck them. So a little bit of housekeeping first. So, I mean, if you want to follow us on Twitter, we'd appreciate that. Their Twitter handle is @FunIdiotShow. Email us, functionalidiotspodcast@gmail.com. We do have Patreon. It's patreon.com/functionalidiotspodcast. Patreon is Patreon. There's two different tiers. And we don't really ever explain this because we're just like, we're not doing this for money. We still have regular jobs. Like, yeah, if we get a little cash on the side, it'd be sweet, because, I mean, this is not easy per se. It's not like we just throw... I mean, it might sound like we do a horse's ass job. That's because we do. But, we do at least try to put a little effort into it. And I would like to think after 30 episodes, we've gotten a little bit gooder at this. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, we still make a lot of jokes and shit like that, but that's just who we are.
It's the Functional Idiots. That's what we do.
That's right. So, but there's two tier levels. There's a $5 tier. There's a $15 tier level. The $5 being a part-time functional idiot, and the $15 being a certified functional idiot. The $5 tier, when I initially made them, the $5 tier, there wasn't really much difference between the $5 and the $15 tier. And so we've gone in, and I'm sure you've noticed if it ran at the beginning of this episode, we're gonna start running ads on our podcast. I'm not gonna be relentless with them, but if you want to hear the podcast ad free, then you can go and do the $5 tier on our Patreon, which will give you Discord access, the ad-free podcast, and then also the My Strange Addiction videos, because we record that during the podcast, and so we'll give you the video form of that too. But that's it. The $15 tier will get you all that stuff plus any extra stuff we put on the Patreon. That's in the $15 tier. So from here on out, the videos that are up there now, I'm going to leave under the $5 tier. But from here on out, the only videos the $5 tier will get are the My Strange Addictions. Every other videos, like Dylan's Balls Deep Gape 3 porno, will be on the $15 tier level.
which we aren't currently making.
No,
and probably never will make.
No, we're in the editing process right now. We're trying to make Dylan's 2-inch Punisher look a little bit bigger.
Along with that, with the Discord access, just bear with us because obviously, if you do join the Discord, this is our first time running a Discord like publicly.
Yeah,
so
not just
obviously
amongst
there's going to be a lot of fucking bumps and mix-ups along the way.
Yeah,
I did set up a welcome channel and some rules for the Discord, which I'm not going to go over. You guys can, I'm pretty sure, hopefully all of you can read.
Well, again, functional idiots.
Exactly. And then also for the Patreon, we do plan on doing other stuff, not just reaction videos for everything. So.
Like, for example, other stuff. Nice tie in there, Dylan. Yesterday, me and Andy, Dylan didn't because he doesn't care as much. Me and Andy did a broadcast, Functional Idiots broadcast of the Atlanta Braves and New York Mets game.
Okay, yep. Well, obviously, we got to welcome our newest member, of course.
Yeah.
But
the meth head.
Give a welcome to our functional meth head, Andy.
I like that. Yeah, they're calling in the functional meth head. I like that. He doesn't do meth. It's a joke, but at least we don't think so. We're not sure. We haven't been over to his house in a little while. We don't know what's in the basement. You know what's in the garage. Not a meth lab.
He's not an actual meth head. It's just an inside joke. Everybody.
Yes. But we did.
Just calm down.
So we did that yesterday, and that was a lot of fun. Now, that was a shit show because we initially were going to do it on YouTube. And so I go through the whole process to set it up on YouTube, the live stream and all that stuff. And, you know, it says, oh, you need to be approved. I'm like, okay, they probably just don't want people spamming all that shit. I go and says, like, all right, now there's a 24-hour waiting period. What do you mean there's a fucking 24-hour waiting period? We're going to do this shit like 6 hours. That shit ain't going to fly. So I'm like, now I'm flooding. I'm trying to get, because I kind of half-assed started doing it on setting up a Twitch thing. So I quick went over to that, finished doing that shit and did all that stuff. And then I'm like, all right, sweet. Right? And so initially, now we have YouTube TV as our cable provider, which is a streaming cable, whatever you want to call it. And so what we were going to do is, now obviously we can't put the actual game or the audio of the game up on Twitch or YouTube because that'd be massive copyright. But what I wanted to do is, so like when me and Dylan do this, or when me and Andy, or all three of us or whatever, just have it like one of us, like me, I have my YouTube TV account, and then I would stream it privately amongst us through Discord, so then we can all see the same thing happening at the same time. Everybody's at the same point in time and all that stuff. Well, obviously, YouTube TV thought of this because if you try to stream it, it just comes up as a black screen on Discord. You can't, there's nothing there. And so I'm like, shit, now this was like when we're going to start, so now we're trying to figure out how to do all this shit. Oh my God, it was a fucking mess. And then beginning of the thing, I'm unprepared because I didn't have all the shit that I wanted because I was too busy trying to figure that. It was a fucking mess. So, but I think next time we ever do that, should hopefully go about a 10% smoother. Which 10% over bumpy as hell is a little bit of an improvement, but not much. So, yeah,
right.
But it was still fun overall. It was still good. Definitely gonna need to work on some stuff. But I mean, that's just naturally, that was our first time, so we'll learn, and we should hopefully get better over time. And I don't know, maybe we'll be pretty decent at it or whatever.
And you guys did like the whole game and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
Mm-hmm.
I know some broadcasters, like, not actually. I'm talking about YouTube broadcasters. They usually like just do highlights and stuff. Like, oh, this is what happened here, and blah blah blah, and then they just stop, and it's like, whoa, I want to see the whole game, everybody.
Yeah. No, we tried to do like a play-by-play style of it the best we could. You know. Obviously, you don't have the benefit of like a producer in our ear telling like, all right, it's time to talk about this. It's time to talk about that. You know, we don't have that joy going on. So maybe.
Obviously, like we're going to have, it's not going to be as professional.
No, it's definitely going to be more like a blue collar style broadcast where you're just sitting with a bunch of friends, just shit, talking shit, with a little bit of play by play along with it though.
For example, when we went to the Griffins game and you had the the playoff game playing on your phone, I was like, and the dude leaned over and he's like, oh, my balls hurt.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously we're not gonna I'm gonna keep like if we do the broadcast thing, I'm gonna keep the swearing to a minimum
Yeah, I try
and
to.
I'm
Yeah,
probably not gonna say fuck all the time.
Right. Well, unless something fucking bonkers happens, but
even then, I'll be like, holy shit,
Yeah.
holy shit. Yeah, but
as of he caught it with his scrotum.
oh my god, did you see the pussy lips on it? Yeah, see, no.
Yeah.
I am gonna, obviously make little jokes here and there, but yeah, I'm excited for doing other stuff. I'm just like you said, we have full-time jobs on top of this, so this really isn't. We're just doing this for fun,
Right.
I mean,
unless you guys really give us a lot of money, then we can do this, gooder.
yeah, do this all the time, and then because I thought it'd be a neat idea to obviously we're not gonna, we're gonna if we make money off of this, we're gonna keep some of the money for ourselves. All right, you little fuckers. All right, it's okay to be selfish with some money, you fucks.
That's right.
But obviously, I think a good idea would be to put money into the Patreon and do more stuff for that.
What do you? Oh, you mean money?
Like
content
just setting up
towards that.
stuff and
yeah, I totally play it because those are the people paying for stuff. I fully intend on that. That's the stuff I want to get going more, but it's just hard for right now.
Yeah.
That's why it's a little. If we can kind of start building it up a little bit and then push it down the line a little bit far. I think it'll get better once we roll into Dylan's favorite football season, because the plan right now.
Oh yeah.
The plan right now is, so if we ever do a baseball one, it would just be me and Andy, because Dylan is not really interested in baseball. But if we do a hockey one, which might be coming up, so we'll let you know on that one. We might do a hockey one here. That would probably have all three of us, because we took Dylan to a Griffins game, and he's like, "Oh my god, this shit's great." It's like, "Yeah, Dylan, this is why we all watch. That's why we're all interested. This is the sport's great." But then when football season rolls around, then we're gonna try to do at least one game a week. And for us, we can only, because I'm not paying $500 or $349, whatever it is, for Sunday NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. No, not right now. So if we were we would like to try and do a game a week. Obviously Thursday nights is out because I probably won't be able to do that, and I don't have Amazon Prime. So it'd be either the Sunday games, unless the NFL runs a Saturday game, because they do around Christmas and all that shit. They'll run Saturday games and stuff. Sundays, it'd either be the Lions, because obviously we get that because that's our local, broadcast. Fox will play the Lions games. If they're the 1 o'clock game, whatever the 4 o'clock game is, but it would either be the Lions or probably Sunday Night Football, depending on what people have to do Monday for work between the three of us. So it would probably be that. But we'll let you guys know for sure that we don't have to worry about that for another, 4 months.
Yeah. That gives me an idea for later on.
No, we're not doing sword fighting in the bathrooms.
No. I'm going to actually put it down. I was going to forget. But I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah. So, but speaking of fun, last week, I'm going to swap around. So, two Saturdays, not this past Saturday, because it's Sunday the 12th. So this is the last Saturday in April. Me and Dylan were going to do a broadcast of the Boston Bruins and Toronto Maple Leafs, except we didn't because shit just didn't work out for us. But then that next Saturday, they played Game 7 because the Bruins decided to do what they nearly did last year and blow a 3-1 series lead. Except the Maple Leafs then Maple Leafed again and lost. Now, this was the fourth time these motherfuckers have played in Game 7 in the last 11 years, and all 4 times the Maple Leafs have fucking lost. All 4 times. It's unbelievable. And now the Maple Leafs and the Bruins have been around for both over about 100 years, right? And they've only played Game 7 6 times in that entire span, and 4 of those were in the last 11 years. I mean, it's fucking nuts how this keeps happening, and every time Boston always has home ice advantage, and every time the 3 out of the 4 times Toronto blew the series lead. Well, this time Boston almost blew it, but then Toronto was like, "Oh, I remember what we are. We're the Toronto Maple Leafs, not the Maple Leafs." So they went and fucking memed their way out of the playoffs once again. It's fucking fantastic. I love that shit. It is hilarious. Memes S tier. But Also, what was S tier is last Sunday was I don't know if you saw this at all, Dylan, popping around social media and stuff, but last Sunday was the NASCAR race at Kansas. And if I were to pick a race that's been recent, because if people would say, oh, what's a good race you'd pick if you want to get interested, someone interested in NASCAR? The problem is a lot of times good races were with previous generations of cars, or from like 10, 15 years ago, where the races are raced differently and the cars are way different now. But like now I would have a perfect race to give people. Like if you want to get into NASCAR and if this interests you at all, the 2024 Spring Kansas race from start to finish, I think is probably one of the best NASCAR races of all time. From when they started the race till the 400th mile of the race, lap 267. In fact, it went a little bit past because of the green, white, checkered. But I mean, it was it was so great that earlier this year at Atlanta, when we saw a 3-wide finish and the difference between first and second was 0.003 of a second, we all thought that shit was bonkers, never be topped. Then we see the Kentucky Derby. Some bitch literally won by a fucking snoot, right? In the Kentucky Derby. We're like, oh, this is bonkers. Oh, this is great. Holy hell, that will never be topped. And then NASCAR rolls in and says, hold my fucking beer, right? Finish between Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher. In fact, it was so close, it's actually labeled as the margin of victory was 0.000.
Holy shit!
It was a quote unquote tie to the 1,000th of a second, and Kyle Larson won probably by about an inch and a half. I mean, shit. Absolute lunacy going on. It's like we thought Atlanta couldn't be topped. Then the Kentucky Derby happens. We think that can't be, and it's like, okay, this has got to be. I mean, there's no way this can be topped. I just can't see how this could be. I mean. But it wasn't just the finish. The whole race was fantastic. I mean, you got people comers and goers, people that would go to the front, then they would slide back. And during the whole race, nobody really ever took off and just left the field behind them and got like a huge gap. I think the largest lead was maybe a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds the whole race. And it didn't that big of a lead did not hang around long because either that person started backing up or the person behind him, somebody else then started charging forward and catching back. I mean, it was. If you want to get interested in NASCAR, it's on YouTube somewhere. Because I think about 2 days after the race, NASCAR will put it on their YouTube channel. The races. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking-tastic race. If you want to get it, if you want to also check out what's the best race in NASCAR. If you don't like that, if that's not entertaining to you, don't bother watching NASCAR because nothing will probably top that race. From start to finish, it was. Nearly perfect. So that was
perfect. To every detail.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Multi-groove racing, people running the bottom, running the wall. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that was awesome. So now, hopefully we can get this done today before the NASCAR races at Darlington, which is another fan-fucking-tastic track. It won't have the same finish as Kansas just because of how it races, but still a good racetrack. But all right, Dylan. Now I gave you some homework last week because we were talking about what was it? Tips to spice things up when you pleasure yourself, depending on what your zodiac sign was. And this question came about, Dylan. Now, what question was that? Well, I would say one of the zodiac signs was to do it with someone else. Now, it didn't specify. But then the conversation came around with Dylan. And what would that conversation be, Dylan?
Asking my girlfriend, Brianna, what benefit she gets from giving me the old jerk and squirt.
Right. Okay. But then nothing in return, correct?
Yeah.
So just doing it for your pleasure. Like, what's the benefit she gets from it? Now, if Dylan was going to go down and toss her salad, then yeah, I could see what the benefit was, but...
Right. Really, the only benefit I got that she talked about was getting herself worked up, and that's pretty much it.
just that. That's enough. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it just you're blue balling it. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. No, it's blue. It's blue balling. Blue boobing her.
Because surprisingly, a lot of women get worked up, touching their guys.
Hot and bothered. I guess I.
But then if you finish and she just left there, you just fucking blue boobed her. So.
So what you're saying is that you aren't finishing it then. You need to go and help out.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I'm done. Now, that's it. And you click on the TV, it's like, and then she's like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? I helped you out. Help me out. I scratch your back. You scratch mine. What are we doing? Come on. So, okay. I kind of figured, but I was just wondering, like, what's the benefit? Now we know what the benefit is. There's not any. Because Dylan's not doing his side of the bargain on his own. So, damn it, Dylan, you worthless piece of shit. So,
yeah.
So, okay. Before we go on to the Dumbassery Report, and we got some. We usually only do 4 stories for the Dumbassery Report, but I saw one yesterday and I had to add it because it's fucking bonkers. And the F1 Grand Prix last week in Miami. Now we know F1 is an expensive sport, but this takes it to a whole nother fucking level. Let me tell you. Somebody who says they'll basically arrest themselves comes up in the functional idiot. But first, we have the banger of the week. And what is your banger of the week, Dylan?
Banger of the week is I Don't Care by I gotta say it right. Apocalyptica. Oh my god, I got it right on the first fucking try.
Hey!
Featuring Adam Gontier. I think that's how you say his last name. Lead singer that used to be from 3 Days Grace.
Okay. So that's probably like a rock song then?
Yeah,
okay.
It's definitely a rock song. Give it a listen. It's actually not too bad.
Okay, it's called I Don't Care by Apocalyptica.
Apocalyptica.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine saying apocalypse, just not ellipse.
So are you sure it's not
Apocalyptica?
Oh, it's not. So there is an A at the end. It's not apocalyptic, but it's Apocalyptica.
Yeah, it's Apocalyptica.
Okay, that's not bad.
Holy shit, that is a mouthful. Holy fuck.
Yeah, mouthful, dick. No. So my banger of the week. Now this is, I would say, probably the first true non-rock song I have done. If you like country music, and I'm not saying the new country because that's not country, that's fucking bro country, which is some bullshit, is what that is.
Bro country.
It is. It's fucking bullshit. It's just people with southern accents singing. Like, that doesn't make you country, all right? It just makes you a cunt without the tree. But my banger of the week is the song "Dinosaur" by Hank Williams Jr., which he did in I think the late '80s, and it was basically.
Oh, the song is its name.
The song is yes.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, and he basically wrote it as country music started to change in the late '80s and '90s to what it is now, and he basically explains how they've kind of ruined country within it if you listen to the lyrics and what he does with it. It's a good listen if you like Hank Williams Jr. You probably have already heard that song, but yeah, that song was ahead of its time when it came out of what country music is now and what it's done and stuff like that. So yes, we have Dinosaur by Hank Williams Jr. and I Don't Care by Apocalyptica. So those are our 2 bangers of the week. So, but first, I almost skipped over this and I didn't tease it at all. We have a return before we do the Dumbassery Report, we have a return of a legendary segment that we have not done in probably nearly 10 episodes, I would think. I'm not sure when the last time we did this, but it's Dylan's personal favorite, Trucker Thoughts. It has returned for another go-around.
Oh my god, thank you. Dude, I was literally just about to add. Now, this came up where I work. Okay, I have a listener at work. Actually, I have quite a few, or we have quite a few. Sorry, not just me. My coworker came up to me and he asked about that. He's like, when is Trucker Thoughts going to be returned? Going to make a return. So he's going to be happy when he hears that.
Yeah. So yes, it has made a return. And I actually, when I did it the last time, I did like 22 of them, which is normally double. I usually do about 12 to 13. And I don't know why I did so many last time. I was fucking stupid. But I actually had one of them that I accidentally crossed off that I thought I read, but I didn't read. And so I have it back. So I'll start off with that one. And it's when a set of parents have, twins, triplets, quadruplets, multiple children at one time, which one is the planned one? Because I can tell you sure as shit, when people have twins, it's not like they're planning on like, yep, we were planning for twin. No, you fucking weren't. That was a surprise. So amongst the twins, who's the planned one and who's the accident?
Holy shit, you're right. That is a great question.
Maybe it takes, 15, 20 years to figure out, oh, yeah, this guy's a fucking retard. He's the accident. No, we're not going to say he was planned. Meanwhile, the motherfucker at Harvard, yeah, he's planned. Yeah, that was, per the story, per the plot. Now, I did a little different. I didn't always do questions. I did more statements because of what I think and stuff stuff that I think. Like one of them is automatic high beams. If you set it on your dial on a lot of new cars, it'll auto put on the high beams and stuff like that. I think are the dumbest invention ever and should be banned because that shit is annoying as hell. Because if you're going down, someone's behind you, right, and you're just far enough away to where it thinks it can turn on the high beams, but then they go on and realize, oh, nope, that's too close, so it turns on. And so it just keeps flashing behind you. It's like, do I got something going on with my fucking car? What's going on? No, the fucking stupid-ass computer is like, oh, let me turn on the high beams. Oh, it's too bright. Oh, let me turn on the high range. Oh, it's too bright. Just fucking leave it off. It's the same thing I have with the automatic windshield wipers, the rain-sensing wipers. Are you too fucking lazy to turn the goddamn dial when it starts raining that we need a computer to do it for us? That's where we are as a society. You always know when someone has rain-sensing wipers because it'll be like a sprinkle and their fucking wipers will be going like 100 miles an hour and shit. It's like,
holy shit, you're going to run out of rubber, dude.
It's barely raining. What are you doing? They're so stupid. So like my truck had them. Thankfully, I could go in, turn that shit off because I'm like, I do not want that. I'll turn on the high beams when I want them on, and I'll turn on the wipers when I want them on. So, and plus, I have Rain-X on my windshield, so I don't always, even if it's raining, it rolls off the windshield because it's the point of Rain-X. So I don't even need the wipers on a lot of times. But yeah, so the old adage and the old joke that the old poontang is an Arby's roast beef sandwich. If they don't take care of it, it gets beat up. Town whore. Okay, so if that's the case, would then period blood be considered Arby's sauce?
Oh, shit.
I
would have to assume so, yeah.
I mean, you got the roast beef sandwich, unless it's coming out with the cheese, so it's a beef and cheddar, but...
Got the old dick cheese in there.
Yeah, that's what you're going to turn the Arby's sauce into a beef and cheddar. So... if there's a soccer team called Real Madrid, does that mean that there's also a soccer team called Fake Madrid? Because if there is, why call it Real Madrid if there's there's only one?
Every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah. So why did you call yourself like we're the Real Madrid? Meanwhile, the Fake Madrid's like, bitch, we've been around here 20 years before you were. What do you mean?
Yeah. The fuck. Could your shit be considered cosmic fudge since it's coming out of your anus? It's so stupid. Colton, this is my 2-week notice. I'm gonna see you later. No, I'll play. That was a good one. That was pretty funny. Holy shit.
Well, I saw it one time. I saw it from a billboard, and it said "cosmic." There's a place in I think Missouri called Uranus or something like that, and it says "get the best cosmic fudge from your anus." And I was like, "Well, is that just slang for shit then?"
Are you trying to feed me shit?
Well, if you like that one,
start eating it, and you're like, "I taste shit."
It's a bit nutty. If you like that one, Dylan, you'll love this one. So you know how people will give their old package a nickname like Johnson or stuff like that?
Yeah.
I believe the only proper nickname to call an uncut penis is David Copperfield, since you can make it disappear.
Oh my god, David Copperfield.
Well, it's fun. So like what I'll do is a lot of times is I have a thing where I put all my ideas for stuff like this down, and one time I just put, because I didn't have the time to actually type it out. I just thought it, and so I was like, oh, I'll just paraphrase it, and then I'll come back and fill it in later. And I did that. I came back. I was like, why does it say David Cockerfield in the uncut penis? And it just I was like, what? Why did I put that down? And then about a couple days later, it came back to me like, oh, that's why I put it down, because that shit's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
Would it be wrong to make the comment to a paraplegic, I'd like to rotate her tires? I'm just...
No, I don't think so.
You think that'd be all right?
I mean, if they have a sense of humor, it won't be offensive.
I mean, I think it'd be a little short-sighted, but yeah, I guess you wouldn't say that right away. You know, it'd be like, hey, baby, you know, that's your pickup line. Hey, baby, I'd like to rotate your tires. Here's another, not a question, but an actual feeling. People with a ridiculous amount of bumper stickers on the backs of their cars are idiots and always the worst drivers. Hands down. They're always stupid. They look stupid. They look like fucking Karens every time, and they're the worst drivers, hands down. They're the type of
There are quite a few bumper stickers that I think are absolutely fucking hilarious.
Well, yeah, if you have one, but I'm saying if you have, like, you know, there's more bumper sticker than car.
Oh, yeah.
Those fucking people. That's what I mean. If there's an obscene amount of bumper stickers on the back of people's cars, it's like, what are you doing? You're never going to be able to sell that car because you're not going to be able to get them bumper stickers off.
This guy goes, there's one car that I know is definitely not going to sell very well. Dude had a bumper sticker. I don't know if it's a dude. I just call everybody dude, so fuck off. This dude had a bumper sticker that says, I love sushi, and it's 2 stick figures, and one of them's eating the other one out. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen something like that before. Or, you know, you see the ones where it says 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Yeah, the rocker knocker.
Yeah. Do you ever realize, you know, when we type on a normal keyboard, we hit the L key with our right hand and the R key with our left hand?
I actually fucking hate that now.
I do too. I was like,
dude,
oh,
what the fuck?
I fucking hate that. Nah, it's a pain in the ass. At least most of when you type the word left, the E, F, and T, you'd usually hit with your left hand, and then R-I-H-T, you would hit most of it, you know, at least a couple with your right. But yeah, that's annoying. It's like when I remember one of our high school math teachers, he's like, yeah, if you ever get confused with your left and right, you can just hold your hands up, you know, facing it, and boom, you got an L. Until you turn your hands backwards, and now you're screwed. As a human race, we find sitting on a couch naked after someone else has sat there naked disgusting, yet we use public toilets, even after someone just had explosive diarrhea, and that's fine.
Speak for yourself. I fucking don't.
I don't, but, you know, I'm just saying other people, you're like, yeah, that guy just had the massive shits. Well, you know, okay, I'll still use it. Guy sat there, you know, naked on the couch. Fuck no, that's AIDS, not sitting there. I might catch Parkinson's or something, you know?
Imagine sitting on an all-white couch, you get up, and there's a fucking skid mark on it. I'd be fucking pissed.
I'd be out of there. Oh, well, done. Speaking of skid marks, who was the guy who came up with underwear, and why did he make them white? That seems kind of shitty.
I see what you did there. Shitty.
You know what I mean? Like, what? Out of all the colors you could have chose, you chose fucking white. So every goddamn explosion is noticeable. Like, yeah, you see that brown star right there? Yeah, that was Taco Bell 3 weeks ago. Like, oh boy, that's a real fucking keeper. I got a couple more here. Why is it when we have?
Hang on. Speaking of toilet, our conversation earlier. Okay, we're getting ready to record the podcast, and I woke up at like 10:46. Something like that. And you had just sent me a text message, hey, when do you want to record? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm waiting here, and about an hour goes past. I'm like, okay, I'll be on again, but a battle has commenced on thy porcelain throne.
Well, you first text me, I just woke up, so give me some time to wake up.
Yeah.
And so like an hour later, you said, I'm on, and then I was doing something else, and then I was just about to go downstairs, and then I get, hold on, a battle has just commenced on thy porcelain, on thy king porcelain. I'll let you know. Like, okay.
and then, you know, we finally get, I said I'm back, and then I was gone again. I was like, hold on, I'm doing something real quick. And then you're like, well, I'm gonna have a quick World War III myself.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, quick, huh? It's been 20 minutes.
And then I come back now. He's like, yeah, I got a bit nuclear in there, if you ask me.
Oh, shit.
Why is it when we have a fridge with a water dispenser, we prefer drinking the water only out of that rather than the regular sink, even though it comes from the same source of the house's taps or in the city water, but it all comes from the same place. But you'll always choose the fridge water over the regular kitchen sink water.
Okay. Well, here's some things. Fridge water is crisp as shit for no reason. Like, I don't care who you are, that shit is always good. Okay, I'm a tap guy. I don't mind tap water, but yeah, if there's a fridge with a water dispenser, I'm choosing that every time because it's just crispy water. And it's like triple filtered. There's like 3 or 4 filters in the line that it goes through.
Yeah.
And then it goes through another filter in the actual fridge.
Okay.
So it's just ultra filtered for
only
no reason, I
only
guess.
unless you don't ever change the filters.
Yeah, and then you're getting like mold and shit in there, so have fun with that.
Well, you got enough water moving through it, you're fine. So, but what Dylan's
yeah.
saying overall is that fridge water fucking slaps ass.
Yeah, it does slap.
Speaking of gay guys slapping ass, for the last one here and the real last food for thought, do gay guys propose to each other with cock rings instead of regular wedding rings? Yeah, just
No, I don't think so. I don't.
You thought like you get down on one knee, you just start opening up his pants, and he's like, "Oh, right now in public, like, no, you fucking homo, I'm putting a ring on that dick. I'm a marrying that cock." So
yeah, I don't. I think that'd be a little embarrassing if you invited your family and you're gay and you drop to your knees.
The
like I'm gonna put this ring on with my mouth.
Yeah, the wedding officiator is there. Like, do you have the ring? Yes, I do. So, yep, that's what I got for the old trucker thoughts. Return of a great segment. Always a banger. Always a banger. So, all right.
Back to the dumb assery report.
So for the dumb assery report, this past week or week before we recorded this was the F1 Grand Prix at Miami, and someone posted the menu list for things you could buy at the F1 Grand Prix. Now, initially when it came out, everybody was like, "Holy hell, shit's that much!" But then they came out and was like, "Oh, well, this is like the suite prices. So this is for like 8 to 10 people." It's like, oh, okay, except that's a fucking lie too, because here I am looking at a fucking menu and it says serves 4 people. Where are you getting the other fucking where are you getting the other 4 to 6 people at? So first up we have chilled, warmed, and then sweet for food, right? So a watermelon and tomatillo salad, which is a salad with goat cheese. What the fuck is that? Mist and blood orange dressing. Okay, that serves 4 people. How much do you think that is, Dylan? For at the F1 Grand Prix. How much did you think that is?
Say the items again. I gotta really think about this.
It's a watermelon and tomatillo salad. I can't see what the first word is because the quality of this photo is pretty shitty. It's something, it looks like Angola, but I don't know if that's what it is. Goat cheese. It says mist, I think. So it must be something, and then a blood orange dressing. Serves 4 people. How much do you think that is?
It serves 4 people?
Serves 4 people. How much do you think that is?
It's basically a salad?
It's a fancy salad because it's F1.
Oh, fancy salad. Okay, a fancy salad at F1.
For 4 people.
I don't know, like $75. It'd have to be like expensive, right?
That's cute. $250 for a watermelon and tomatillo salad.
I would rather scratch my dick cheese off that's been sitting on my dick for a week than eat that. Are you fucking shitting me? $250?
Yeah, well, it serves 4 people. So if you divide that out, that's only like, I don't know, what? Like $75 a piece, basically.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I think I've seen this menu before.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
Okay, how about this? 4 main lobster rolls. Oh, I'm sorry, not 4. Serves 4 people. So we don't know how many are on there, but let's say if each one gets, let's say each person gets 3. So that's 12 Maine lobster rolls. How much do we think that is?
Lobster can be kind of pricey. If there's
Especially
3 of them,
Maine
it's 12
lobster.
total. Is there a difference between Maine lobster? I don't know.
Well,
I don't eat seafood.
Well, Maine lobster means it comes from Maine.
Well,
yeah,
if the salad was $2.50 and this is lobster, $3.75.
$450. So $112.50 a piece for 4 people. That's a little rich for you. Okay, let's do some yellowfin tuna poke, which is a ginger soy glaze, ninja radish, spicy mayonnaise, and crispy wontons. Yellowfin tuna poke. Serves 4 people. How much we think that is?
$620.
Well, no, that you actually overpriced a little bit. That's only $350. And I said $350.
Holy shit. Who is oh my god.
People who think they have money. That's who does this.
Not me.
How about okay,
I don't have any
how
money.
about this? We'll just do a fruit platter, a fruit refresher. It got pink pineapple, watermelon, stone fruit, kiwi, some coconuts, a fruit platter. How much do we think that is?
Well, considering you just said pink pineapple, I've never even heard of that. Probably $275.
Ooh, close. $295. $295. Okay, how about 1 ounce of caviar? Just 1 ounce of caviar. How much we think 1 ounce of caviar is? Now, normally 1 ounce of caviar usually goes for about, I believe. Actually, let me check. Average price for an ounce of caviar. Normally, caviar, 1 ounce is $50 to $75 for 1 ounce of caviar. So how much do we think 1 ounce of caviar is at the F1 Grand Prix in Miami? How much that was?
$150.
$400 fucking dollars.
Are you shitting me?
$400. Holy shit, markup for 1 ounce of caviar. Okay, let's try some warmed one. Let's do steamed buns. Oh, that sounds fancy. Korean barbecue shiitake with pickled vegetables, spicy mayonnaise, and lotus chips. Serves 4. How much do we think that is? Steamed buns. We couldn't come up with a better fucking name than that. Steamed hams.
$350.
Oh, you actually overshot it. $300. $300, $75 a piece for a fucking Korean barbecue shiitake roll. Let's do. How about a Florida stone crab cake? It is what it is. It's Florida stone crab. Serves 4. How much do we think that is? And stone crab in Florida is not usually that expensive.
$275.
$450.
I'm fucking dude. What the fuck, dude?
All right, fine. Let's do some carne asada nachos. Creamy salsa verde with a Mexican salsa. Looks like some sort of cheese, Cotega cheese, pickled onion, and cheese sauce. Fucking nachos for a party of 4. How much? It's nachos, basically. It's high-grade nachos, but it's nachos. How much do we think that is? It's obviously got carne asada beef on it, but how much do we think those nachos are for 4?
$300.
Ooh, overshot it. $275. Cool price of $275.
Whoa, man. Living on the edge of being poor, I guess.
All right.
Holy
So
shit.
we want to do a little bit of ice cream instead. How about a fuck? What is with these goddamn names? I don't even know what half these fucking things. It's a you know what? We'll skip ice cream because I'm gonna butcher the shit out of that stuff. All right, so we'll do this last one. An F1 platter, which is some sort of sliders, a secret sauce, ribeye quesadilla, chipotle sauce, crispy chicken tenders, and honey mustard. The F1 platter. How much do we think that is? Party of 4.
$375.
$375. How about $5?
Oh my god, dude.
5 and even with these prices, okay, and they say just the sweet prices. I can tell you right now, the fucking concession prices ain't all that cheap either. They still had over 250,000 people go to this shit show in Miami. What the actual fuck? You serious? And
that
like
is crazy.
A general admission ticket just to get into it. A general admission means you doesn't have a seat. That's just to have the courtesy of being on the property. That doesn't mean you have a seat. You just walk around. You don't even have a seat there. That's like $350 fucking dollars. Dude, I could buy a whole weekend at Bristol for the night race, which is 4 fucking races for NASCAR for $350. And I get a fucking seat, a box seat, and a really good seat, and I can see the whole fucking track. No, F1, that gives you the privilege of being on the property. Just the privilege. Oh, you want like a Miller Lite? That's like $50. A Miller Lite is $50 fucking dollars. Not even a high-grade beer. Holy crap. Who are these motherfuckers that have this type of money? Well, it's not the average Joe. This is all corporations and shit who don't care because it's all fucking tax write-off. I mean, it's just fucking bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. So, all right, Dylan. What's one of your Dumbassery Report stories?
All right. So, you know who Master Splinter is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dad, pretty much. Live in New York, right?
Yep.
Wrong.
Wrong.
He's been spotted in Chicago, and he's been there for quite some time, I hear.
Oh, has he now?
Chicago's rat hole removed after city determined sidewalk with animal impression was damaged. Yes, I said that right. There was a rat hole in a sidewalk in Chicago. Not surprised. A Chicago sidewalk landmark. Some residents affectionately called it the rat hole. Was removed Wednesday after city officials determined the section bearing the imprint of an animal was damaged and needed to be replaced. Which I'm surprised they didn't take care of it earlier, but I guess people had a soft spot for it. Obviously, it got damaged. They took it. They didn't destroy it. I think they're planning on what they're gonna do with it, which is a little weird. But hey, Chicago rat hole. I guess.
How the fuck does a rat hole? Did that man go parachuting? Forget parachute. Like what happened?
I have no idea. All it is it's an impression resembling the outline of a rat, claws, tail, and all.
Yeah, I see the photo. It looks like a fucking rat.
It's a fucking rat.
It's a rat.
So
yeah, it's a rat with no bastard.
I would have to assume that obviously someone had dropped a rat or something, or a rat just happened to scurry across the pavement and just landed there.
So, all right, I'm gonna do my other story because I just clicked on your other story you did, and it was the other story that I had actually added. So, but my other story is there's a strip club that Dylan is a regular at. Actually, I have no idea. It's in Lansing, so probably not. A strip club in Lansing. Yes, Lansing,
I have
Michigan.
my own at-home strip club, my guy.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to pay for this one. One of Lansing's most popular nightclubs on Saturday, June 1st, is once again going to be hosting the Prettiest Butthole in Michigan competition. And yes, it's exactly as it sounds. The completely new Deja Vu Girls in Lansing is holding its second annual competition, and they are raising the grand prize from $1,000 to $2,000. Seriously, what happens if you roll? Do you get like marked down if you didn't wipe your ass good enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, Stacy, you got a little bit of shit still on your shit.
Yeah, leave the shit stains in the green room. All right, don't bring it out onto the dance floor. It says the event looks like a wacky fun time based on. There's a video on Facebook about it last year. Don't worry, you can't see no assholes. It says it's about time to include it. We had such inclusive competition like this. What the fuck's next? Who has the best labia? What's going on here? You know, who has the best shaved scrotum? How far are we gonna take this rabbit hole down? My God. So
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just heard that and I was like, no, there's no fucking way we're having a legit asshole competition. Are they gonna be playing fuck, what's the band's name? I can't remember off the top of my head. Damn it, that's pissing me off. The song is Still Counting. God damn it, what's their fucking name? Damn it,
Volbeat?
Yes, Volbeat. Are they gonna be playing the Volbeat song just
Counting all the assholes in the room?
Counting all the assholes in the room, or are they just gonna be playing that on repeat the whole time? Oh my god, that joke would have been so much funnier if I could remember who sang that song. So, all right, Dylan. This one also from Michigan is quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So this actually has been going around quite a bit. A Michigan woman was found living inside a sign on top of a grocery store. And just local police said that it makes your head scratch. Obviously, yeah. The unidentified 34-year-old woman who police say was homeless had not only been living inside the grocery store sign for a year, she also had a desk, a coffee maker, a computer, and a printer. So she pretty much had her own little fucking apartment going on.
Dude, that's the richest homeless person I've ever heard. A fucking computer and printer. I wonder if she had the mail forwarded to that grocery store.
She was discovered on April 23rd when contractors at the Midland, Michigan store noticed someone was running an extension cord up to the roof where there's a plug-in. Like, how did nobody not know this?
Well, if you don't go up there to check, if the lights stay on, what's there to go up and check? Well, like when I first heard this, I thought like maybe it was a sign out by the road. I'm like, how the fuck have they been living in that and nobody sees it? I'm like, that's got to get hot as shit in the summer. But like, I'm still wondering, that's still got to get hot as shit in the summer because there's no fucking ventilation up there. I don't think, at least. I don't know why the Family Fair store would be, I don't know, air conditioning and heating a fucking goddamn part of the roof that no one goes to. Seems like a waste of money. But that's got to be hot as shit and then cold as hell in the winter.
Yeah, no shit.
Be sweating your fucking boobs off. God damn. And my question is okay, what the fuck she need a computer and a printer up there? You're homeless. You don't have a job. It's not like you're working from home. What do you need that shit for? When in my OnlyFans. So I can put a fan in here because it's hot as hell.
Bruh.
Fucking
yeah. How? What do you need a computer for?
Yeah. What? Oh my god.
No, she's not working from home. She's working from sign.
That's the wrong thing. There was a 5-foot wide and 8-foot high sign that is accessible from the roof of the store. It has a door. I mean, I'm surprised she lived up there for a fucking year. A year.
Okay, this is gonna piss me off. The Midland store is 130 miles north of Detroit. Don't say it's near Detroit, you motherfuckers.
Why?
Say it's near somewhere else.
Where did it say near Detroit?
It's under one of the photos. The Midland store is 130 miles north of Detroit. And?
Well, it's just giving you from reference. That doesn't say it's near Detroit. Because people don't know where the fuck Midland, Michigan is unless you live in Michigan.
This actually gives a pretty good picture. So the store is a family fair.
Which are commonplace in the state of Michigan.
Yes. They're the second biggest supermarket, so.
Well, yes, behind Meijer. It's a distant second, but yes.
Well, obviously besides like Walmart and shit like that. I'm talking about like in Michigan.
Correct.
I believe this is an old sign. That's why she was able to, and it's off to the side, so it's not in the front. So yeah, nobody's really gonna notice.
Yeah, it's like a weird like peaked part of the roof that's there for no reason, and they just have the word Family Fair Supermarkets on it. So maybe they were going in there and they're like, why the fuck do we have this here? Why don't we just take that shit down? It's kind of pointless, And they're like, motherfucker, there's a goddamn computer in here, and it's already got Pornhub rolling. Hell yeah, break time, bitches. That's nuts. Absolute nut. I mean, like I said, I don't know how. Because it sounds like to get to it, you can't just throw a fucking extension ladder up on the side of the building, right? and then crawl up there, and then in the morning throw it back down and crawl down. Like, you have to go into the store. Like, you're telling me that no one noticed a fucking stanky ass homeless bitch walking through the store and then never walking back out till the next morning? That seems normal here, no, for a year. Good Lord, the hell.
Yeah, that is surprising for a year though.
Like, I'd say if it was like a few months, okay, but a goddamn year, son of a bitch. Holy hell. So, okay, before we move on to some smooth brain trivia, Dylan, what is your fact of the week? Or facts of the week?
Fact of the week. So, if you haven't listened to our podcast recently, you should absolutely listen to it. I have obviously.
Yeah, why the fuck haven't you?
Huh?
Said, yeah, why the fuck haven't you?
Yeah, what the fuck? I've been going through the facts of each of the 50 states, and we're not even halfway through yet. We're on fact. God fucking damn this fucking thing, dude! I swear to God, no. We're on 17 and 18. Kentucky. Underground vaults at Fort Knox hold one of the largest stockpiles of gold in the country. Not many people have seen the stash, though, and some even question whether the 27.5-pound bars are worth $6 billion, truly exist.
Well, I mean, only the government knows.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the people who work there, it might be if I had to guess, it'd probably actually be wildly underestimated. There's probably more in there because obviously the U.S. government's going to be like, oh yeah, we have like $30 billion worth of fucking gold in this one place. I doubt they probably like, okay, let's fudge it and let's just say there's like, how much do they say there is in gold?
$6 billion.
$6 billion. There's probably like double or triple that if I actually had to guess.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's the same thing when they have like a new fighter jet come out and like, yeah, it's got this new technology and stuff. It's got way more than what they're fucking saying it's got on it. That's why an F-35 costs $80 million a jet, all right, or more, because it's got way more shit on there than what they're actually saying.
Yeah, for sure. There has to be way more. But,
oh hell yeah!
Next fact is from Louisiana. A last-second home team touchdown at Louisiana State University in 1988 sent the fans into such a frenzy that the victory registered as an earthquake on a local seismograph.
I've heard of that. I've also heard
that's pretty crazy.
I heard that in Wisconsin. I think it's at University of Wisconsin. During their football games, they play the song "Jump Around." And when they do that, they all start jumping around. That it'll actually, do the same thing. It'll register on a Richter scale, a seismograph, as an earthquake.
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, fucking nuts.
That's pretty crazy.
So okay, let's go on to some old schmood brain of the trivia there.
All right, Colton. You get obviously, I got to tell you, 10 questions. You get 69 seconds to answer each question. You're allowed to pass on a question, and we will come back to it. And the timer will start as soon as I finish reading the first question. Are you ready?
I don't know why, but I have a feeling I'm gonna really flop this one. I'm gonna set a new low of 1 out of 10 because you have the record of 2 out of 10.
I don't know.
So
I did like a mix of it. There's quite a few history questions. You're gonna at least get one. Let's get that.
I'd hope so. So okay. Well,
Are you ready?
Not really, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna have to happen sooner or later.
Who is really ready?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And of course, timer will start after I read the first question. 3, 2, 1. Who was the longest reigning monarch in British history?
A pass.
What empire did Turkey belong to during World War I?
Ottoman?
What amendment ended prohibition?
21st.
What is the largest lake in the United States?
Lake Superior.
What year was Henry Ford's Model T introduced?
1911.
How many holes are played in a round of golf?
18.
Which hockey team has won the most Stanley Cups?
Montreal Canadiens.
Which scientist coined the laws of motion?
Isaac Newton.
What is the name of the first MCU movie released in 2008?
I think it was Iron Man.
What was the best-selling game device of the 1990s?
PS2.
Who was the longest-reigning monarch in British history?
Queen Elizabeth II, or I think she was the second, the most recent one. Wow, that's the first.
Yeah, you got some time to kill.
Yeah, that was the first time I've actually had time to kill. You had back-to-back weeks where you had a solid amount of time to kill. I feel pretty good about most of them. One of them I'm not sure about. I'm pretty sure about the monarch one. I think she was technically Queen Elizabeth II. That's why I specified the most recent one. I think she was technically the second, but I'm not 100% sure. That one
okay.
But I think, well, what was the second one? Well, we'll get around to it. One of them I'm not super confident on.
Okay. So question number 1. Who was the longest reigning monarch in British history? You said Queen Elizabeth II, and you would be absolutely correct.
Is it actually the second?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Queen Elizabeth II.
I thought so.
I didn't want to give you any hints because the hint would be she just recently died.
Yeah. Long live the queen.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. She dead.
What empire did Turkey belong to during World War I? Now, I scratched your history brain on this one, and you said the Ottoman Empire? And you would be correct.
Okay, that's not the one I was thinking. Because I was like, I know the Ottoman was around up till that point, but I didn't know if they made it all the way through World War I.
When they lost, when the Germans lost.
Yeah, that's when it got divvied up and stuff. Yeah.
What amendment ended prohibition? You said the 21st. You would be correct.
You know, a good way to know about prohibition? Prohibition was made, or it came about in the 18th Amendment, and then it was repealed in the 21st Amendment. Now, obviously in the U.S., 21 is the legal drinking age. Before it was 18.
Yep.
So that's a good way to remember it.
Yes. What is the largest lake in the United States? You said Lake Superior, and you would be correct.
That felt like a gimme question when I answered it. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like the Great Salt Lake's not all that big. I'm pretty sure it's Lake Superior. I was like, that's such a gimme.
So, what year was Henry Ford's Model T introduced?
See, that's what I wasn't so sure about.
You said 1911. And unfortunately, you are 3 years off. 1908.
Ah, damn it.
Introduced.
I don't feel as bad because I was bouncing between 1909 and 1911. If I would have said 09, I would have been so pissed.
I believe.
Now, when you say introduced in the world, do you mean when he first made it or when he started selling it?
I think just introduced to the world.
Okay, so not necessarily started selling him.
Yeah. Well, we can look it up. When did the Model T?
Okay, it just says it was introduced and that's per Ford.
Yeah, introduced to
1908.
The world.
So I don't know when he actually. Yeah, it says 1908. So okay.
All right.
All right. So what is that? 4 for 5?
Yes.
Huh?
How many holes are played in a round of golf? Now, the question was originally how many holes are played in an average round of golf. And average, I would say, would probably be around 9 to 11. Because most of the time you're hammered by then. So I just said how many holes are played in a round of golf. And you said 18, you would be correct.
That's another gimme one.
Which hockey team has won the most Stanley Cups? You said the Montreal Canadiens. You would be correct.
Do you know actually in the NHL there's 2 teams called the Canadiens technically?
Really?
You have the Montreal Canadiens and then the Vancouver Canucks, which Canucks is slang for Canadian.
Oh.
So it's actually the Montreal Canadiens and the Vancouver Canadiens. And then somehow an orca has something to do with Vancouver. I don't get that one, but...
Which scientist coined the laws of motion? You said Isaac Newton. You would be correct.
This is gonna be a fucking 9 out of 10 now. Damn it.
What is the name of the first MCU movie released in 2008? Now, you were a little hesitant.
Yeah, this one I wasn't sure.
Iron Man? You made it a question. Iron Man? Well, that is correct.
I knew it was not an Avengers movie. I was for sure on that. It was not an Avengers movie.
No, it's all right. I was going to ask, do you know when the Avengers released?
The first Avengers movie?
Yes.
When did the first one come out? The first Iron Man, was that, would you say 08?
Yep, 2008.
Wasn't it like 3 years later, like 2010, 2011?
2012.
2012, okay.
2008 was Iron Man's year, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk was introduced then. 2009 was shit. I don't even think they might have released Iron Man 2, 2009. But 2010, 2011 was for like Thor, Captain America.
Okay,
and
so
then
each
2012
one
was the Avengers.
Each one had their own movie before then they all did.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
That's why everybody should follow the MCU because they introduce their characters. But anyway, what was the best-selling game device of the 1990s? You said the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 actually did not come out until 2001.
Ah, fuck. Can I have another guess then?
You absolutely can.
All right, 1990s. I'm gonna say. Shit, I might get these backwards. I'm gonna say the NES.
The NES?
Yes.
No. It is the Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Ah.
So it was a Nintendo system, just not the NES.
I forgot that they came out in the 90s, and I guess I didn't realize they went that gangbusters.
Nintendo 64 would be the.
Okay, I couldn't remember which came out first, the 64 or the NES.
Nintendo 64 would be the console, but during the 1990s, everybody was huge on the Game Boy.
Which is funny because now that's not a thing because smartphones are a thing. You want to talk about something that looks very much like a peak it's like a peak. It shot right up because it's like, oh, this is great. This is a new thing for kids, and then oh shit, iPads are a thing.
Sorry, the PlayStation 2 was actually introduced in 2000.
Okay. Still not the 90s. Still not the 90s.
Still not the 90s. Yeah, you did. You got 8 out of 10.
That's not too bad.
That is not too bad.
I think that's one of my better ones.
Usually you get like 7. 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10.
Thanks, Dylan. Thanks for making me.
I still have the worst score, 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan. Thanks for bringing me down from my high. I appreciate that.
Hey, yeah, no problem, no problem. I really thought you were gonna get the Model T one because you're such a fucking Ford.
Well, I knew
stroker.
I couldn't remember. Like I said, I was bouncing between 1909 and 1911 because I knew it wasn't 1910, but I thought it was an odd number year, and obviously it wasn't. So it was probably 1908, but it was the 1909 model year. See? So now we have...
yeah. But, yeah, other than that, not too bad.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, that wasn't too bad. So, okay. We did this segment a couple weeks ago, and it was really fun. So we're going to do it again, and it's a Functional Idiot's Answer. So I got a bunch of cards here with a bunch of different questions on them. So this first one is, would you rather live the rest of your life with the sensation right before you sneeze, shit, or cum? Dylan?
Sneeze, shit, or cum?
Yes, I would say for sure not cum because that'd be a very annoying feeling all the time.
I think I'd have to go with shit.
I think I would too.
Sneezing, I can't deal with that shit,
although it'd be hard to gamble on a fart because now you're like, shit, is this an actual shit or is it just a fart? Because everything feels like a shit now. I can't tell. Would you rather have one giant dick for an arm or have all your fingers be dicks?
I think just one one giant dick
Dude,
for an
that
arm.
takes-
Nobody would try to rob you.
Dude, that takes fisting to a whole new level. Think about if you had five dicks on your finger. You could do 5 girls at the same time. Just put them all in a circle and they just go to town, pound town on them.
Whoa.
Yeah. Would you rather be falsely accused of murder or never be able to stop coming?
What the fuck are these questions?
Now, if I'm falsely accused of murder, am I convicted, or am I do I get to go through the whole, trial thing where I can get, acquitted and stuff? Or am I just always falsely accused?
I would like to get falsely accused for murder, so then if I go to jail, I get a big ass payday.
That is true. Plus, I'd be able, don't drop the soap. Doubloons. Don't drop them.
You'd get. I feel like you'd get testicle torsion. You could never stop coming, dude.
Think of all the underwear you would ruin. Holy hell.
If you guys,
Dude,
for all the lady listeners out there, if you don't know what testicle torsion is, it has been dubbed the worst pain in the world.
Is that when your testes do the old dick twist?
No, it's where your fucking testy tubes end up tearing.
Oh, that sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's look it up.
All right. Well, while you do that, testicular torsion. Sounds like a torsion bar. Tightening something up.
Oh, it is. It's where you twist it.
Oh, you do the old dick twist, eh?
Yeah.
That
Instead
sounds.
of bopping it, twist it.
Pull it. Would you rather fuck someone who's A, banged 1,000 people, or B, banged one animal? And if you
They tell me.
What?
Do they tell me? If
No, it's just one animal. Now I would assume
No,
if you
do they tell me if they've banged like?
well,
an
you
animal,
find
or-
it out either way, It's not like on the first date you show up. Hi, my name's Stephanie. Oh yeah, by the way, I fucked the neighbor's dog yesterday. Huh?
Yeah, let's ask Brianna.
Okay.
Hey Brianna, are you on the phone with me, Brianna?
Check.
Got a question for you. Would you rather bang a person that's banged 1,000 other people, or bang a person that's only banged an animal?
Still waiting for the answer.
You gotta answer it.
Gotta answer it. And if you answer animal, you gotta tell us which animal.
Okay, she said the 1,000-person one. Just
So she's all right if you
making
had
sure they take a test first.
I'd take all the tests. Now, if it had to be one animal, what animal would it be? Well, I'm also saying for you too, though. And like, if you chose animal,
Yeah.
what animal would it have to be? Would you take, or would you take? Would you be okay with?
I'm just thinking of fucking at you and not you. You know how weird that is?
Okay, now question: if you did choose the animal, which animal would you be okay with it being?
A horse, and you took it
She said a horse, and if he took it up the ass.
So Dylan, so she's okay if you got down on the farm with some horse cock.
Holy shit. I would also probably say the person one. I think just an animal would be too weird. But if I did have to go with an animal, I guess I'd be okay with little Fido getting fucked, I guess.
I'd say a panther because that probably means she's a panther in the sack. I'd get down with that. Be a fucking fun time.
Colton, are you sure it'd be a fun time? Do you?
Well, not if I'm gonna get scratched or my fucking eyes gouged out.
No, listen.
Listen,
Colton.
Linda.
Cats, you know how they have barbs on their tongues?
Yes.
They also have
Barbs on their
penis.
penises. Except I'm not the one fucking a guy. All right. I'm me. It's not as long as she doesn't have barbed pussy lips. I think we're okay.
Yeah, but that shit's gonna be tore up, and not in a good. That shit would look actually like roast beef. like It looks like they fucking took her fucking insides of her pussy, put it in a meat grinder, and then ground it out and put it back in. They're like, yeah, you're good.
Dylan, you have a lot of expertise on this. You have firsthand knowledge of this?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Like barbed penis, my guy.
If you got a one-time pass to do whatever you wanted, what crime would you commit?
Rob Fort Knox.
That sounds fun. I say
Actually, no, because if it happens to be like I walk in there, get to the vault, and there's a fucking moth that just flies out, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. So I think I just rob a bank.
That seems logical. I'm gonna go with rape. No, I'm just kidding. Finally get to do that girl I've been dying to do. I'd say if I get to do one crime, I would rob the diamond place, and I think it's Sweden. I think it's in Zurich. I'd rob that place.
Zurich.
Zurich, Sweden. Or no, it's in Switzerland, actually, not Sweden. Yeah, it's in Switzerland. It's in Zurich, Switzerland. Let's see here. What's the grossest thing you've ever either A, Snapchatted or had Snapchatted to you? Like, are you taking a picture of your shit and sending it like, look at the size of this fucking monster?
I haven't really had anything like gross Snapchat.
Yeah, I can't either. I don't actually Snapchat
I don't either.
people that often, nor do I put stuff on my stories that often.
And I'm not taking a shit and sending it to my friends like, look at this brown monster.
Okay, so if Brianna had like say 5 exes and all of them were dead, would you still date her?
What's the cause of death
It just
for each of them?
it just says, would you date someone knowing all their exes are dead?
Nah, I couldn't.
I don't think I'd say like 1 or 2, like depending. I was like, yeah, we got into a bad car wreck because he was too busy fucking giving me a Hummer, you know.
I'm gonna ask Brianna this question too. Hey, Brianna, if you found out that I had 5 exes, but they were all dead, would you still date me? Yeah, but you're not like suspicious about it? I would. I'd be fucking hella suspicious. No, they're dead. They're like confirmed dead. But you don't know how they died or anything.
For all you know, they could be in Dylan's backyard.
I don't know.
See, it's weird to think about, isn't it?
I mean, search it up.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever. No.
I don't think I could willingly. Yeah,
I'd be too scared.
Yeah, so what you're saying is Dylan don't want none of that Grim Reaper pussy.
I'd be a little nerve wracked.
If you had to get a lip tattoo, what would it say?
Insert here.
Yeah, I'd probably say master, and then put master on one side, and then on the bottom lip say master lips or master liquor.
Mr. Liquor. Oh my god. Hang on. If I had damn, what else would I put on my lips? I don't know. Insert here would be kind of funny. I'm not gay or anything, but that should be
$20. Okay, a couple more here. Can you still go to your barber even if he is extremely racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say if he cuts my hair good, there's no problem. Hell, I might learn some new stuff to use, you know.
Listen. You know, everybody, I don't care who you are. Everybody is a little bit racist. Okay. You're always going to have that little voice, whatever. Now I would have an issue if I walk in one day and he's in the middle of a fucking KKK meeting. Then I'd be like, you know what? I'll get my hair cut somewhere else.
You know, I'll come back some other time. Who would the world's most dominant one-on-one basket player, I'm sorry, who would be the world's most dominant one-on-one basket player if everyone was forced to play naked?
LeBron James.
I would say depending on who's it going against. Like if it's little boys, I'd say Catholic priests. Although no, he might get thrown out for technical fouls right away.
Oh my god. Who would be? Hold on.
Again, is it like who am I? If it's me, who would I be playing against? Would I be playing against other guys, or would I be playing against? Because if it's me, okay, I'm only 5'7". Okay, if I'm playing against someone who's like 6'8", 6'9", I'll be looking right at their fucking balls. All right, that'd be kind of distracting. Let me
having a staring contest.
Yeah, I throw the ball up to go around and I'm smacking their fucking dick, giving it high fives. That might be a problem.
Man, who would be dominant? Probably nudist people because they're more comfortable than anything.
That's true.
I'd be fucking too busy worrying about my ass crack, like accidentally like shitting out something or something.
Yeah, right. Dylan's sitting there like, oh, I'm trying real hard. Gonna break this motherfucker's ankles.
And then all of a sudden I got liquid shit just on the court. It's like,
Yeah, meanwhile, the guy who comes up with the towels to clean up the sweat, he's bringing out a fucking mop, some Clorox. All right, last one here. I started laughing because I read this one. Okay, so say, Don, if I asked you for a picture of your balls and you don't answer, would that make you an asshole?
Yeah, and I wouldn't care either.
Like, hey, I
get a picture of my balls.
A picture of your balls. Dude, if someone did that, I'd grab 2 tennis balls, take a picture, and send it to them. Here you go.
Get outside the box.
They're a little bouncy. Oh my god. Fucking I love those. Functional idiots answers. Great segment. So okay, let's so for later on when we do our My Strange Addiction, this one is about a woman who has a little bit of giddy up and go. Someone in the functional idiots of the week, someone who says they'll arrest themselves, but first we have, for the GTA server news, a Florida man who has been taken to jail, booked on a criminal mischief charge. Witnesses, according to the Margate Police Department, reported seeing a man, later identified as this fucking dumbass, vandalizing the patrol car, a police car, before taking off, running. When officers arrived at the scene, they noticed that the suspect had used a metal tool to etch the name as Enderlin Leonce, which is his name, on the driver's side hood of the police car.
Jesus Christ.
They completed a type check of the name and noticed he lived at a residence which was in the area where the incident had occurred. So he literally led them to him because he put his fucking name spelled word for letter for letter on the car. When they showed up, he allegedly made multiple statements. Yeah, he was doing multiple students. Made multiple statements, including, I did it. I committed a crime and I should be going to jail. He was also found carrying metal joint pliers with green paint transfer on the hood, on the tip of the tool. He told the officer, I was revolting because he wouldn't take me back to Haiti. And the officer said, then the officer should take me to the officer's house so I can tell him I did it. Due to his mental state, he was taken to a local hospital where police said he continued to make utterances like, I messed up the cop's car and I should be going to jail for that. Oh, don't worry, you are.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Damages to the vehicle were approximately $1,000. So obviously this guy was having some sort of mental break or psychotic break, but let me write my name on the police car. Yeah, they won't know I did this. So, all right, Dylan, what do you got for the old GTA server news?
Well, mine isn't as mine's just gross.
Okay.
So a Florida man assaulted a police officer, and when you think of that, you usually think of like him hitting them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at this one. This dude bit a chunk out of this deputy's head.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. I got a sound effect for that. What?
Yeah. Yeah, Florida man was arrested earlier this week after biting a chunk out of a deputy's head at an EDM music festival on Sunday. Obviously, the dude was fucking cracked up.
So this guy legit fucking Mike Tyson, this police officer.
Yeah, just on the back of his skull. Anderson, a volunteer at the festival location, was allegedly high on multiple drugs, including, let's hear it, PCP, LSD, ketamine, mushrooms, and ecstasy.
You know, they could have just said all the drugs.
So Anderson allegedly attacked a deputy who had not been identified and tried to grab his gun. During the assault, Anderson bit a chunk out of the deputy's head, according to the sheriff's office, who shared a graphic picture of the wound on Facebook. The deputy attempted to use a taser on Anderson, which was a mistake. It'll just power him up. Who was a combative until several other deputies stepped in and restrained him. Anderson and the deputy were both taken to the hospital to be treated for their wounds. He was charged with aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest with violence.
Jesus. Yeah, here, I'm being arrested. It's a good idea, I think, to fucking cannibalize this goddamn police officer. That seems like a good idea.
The guy looks terrifying. I'm not even going to lie. Like, if you click on the thing, it shows a mugshot.
Yeah, he looks like he definitely enjoyed it. Like, that officer was so tasty. I think I'm going to go back for some more.
He does look like he would have a lift, too. Like, I don't know why. He just looks terrifying.
Oh, damn, dude. That was a fucking chunk. There's a picture. It's blurred out. But, yeah, he took out a fucking chunk. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Fucking wild, man.
Fucking Florida, dude. I mean, shit hits the fan, shit happens.
You know, we do this every week, and we're like, oh, that possibly can't be topped, and then something else happens. Oh, that can't be topped, and something else happens. Oh, that can't be topped. Sure as shit, something else. It's like, fucking A.
Florida never fails.
Never fail. Like, it's just weird, man. Hugging out there. So, all right, I'm going to do this. So, we're going to move on to My Strange Addiction. And for everyone watching this on Patreon, we appreciate you supporting us on Patreon and watching this. Even if you are at the $5 or the $15 tier, whatever you decided to choose or to pay, we appreciate it. So let's move on. And Dylan, this woman has an addiction to drinking. Or I'm sorry, not drinking. She spends $400 a month on this addiction. And oftentimes wakes up in the middle of the night to have a whiff. What do you think she's having a whiff of?
Fuck. Having a whiff of.
Don't join it yet.
I haven't joined it.
I know, I just started it, but I'm just saying don't join it yet.
Middle of the night, be up and go. I don't know. She smelled like dirty diapers or something.
Dirty dancing. So you're gonna go with dirty diapers, eh?
Okay, hold on. I see on this the little thumbnail for the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to know what she's sniffing just by the looks of her from here. I really don't.
All right. So actually, let me do this real quick. I know, very unprofessional, but I want to change this real quick because it'll make things. Fucking hey, we don't want that. God damn. It'll make things look a lot nicer. I forgot to do this because I had to rearrange everything for when we did our. Make sure that works. Okay. So you're gonna go with she likes sniffing the old used huggy diapers, eh?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Spends $400 a month, which is probably more now because, well, inflation.
My name is Teresa. I'm 44 years old. I'm from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and I'm addicted to smelling gasoline.
Okay. Not okay. I'm in the stream now.
All right. So we'll start it from the beginning here.
My name is Teresa. I'm 44 years
I'm
old.
not gonna lie, she definitely looks like she has an addiction to smelling something. I mean, and maybe a little bit,
smelling salts.
Maybe a little bit of that good old cocaine smelling salts. Dude, she's probably eating them.
I'm from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and I'm addicted to smelling gasoline. When I wake up,
I gotta say, I mean, I don't mind the smell of gasoline.
Yeah.
By what
I
they
actually
say,
love the smell of gasoline, but I'm not going to be doing this shit.
yeah, it's not like Dylan's filling up his car. It's like, oh yeah, that's the
Sniffing
stuff.
gasoline.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then he creams himself.
morning, the first thing I do is I roll over, sit up, and smell my gas bottle.
Take the old tampon out of my vagina. Oh.
Then I'll get up, take another sniff of the gasoline.
That would probably get you up in the morning. You know, it definitely.
Yeah, no shit. That shit would wake you up. Fuck caffeine.
Yeah,
Get some gas.
I'm pretty sure I put a little pep in your step.
Fuck caffeine. Get some gasoline.
And then I'll come downstairs, and a couple minutes later, I'll take another sniff of it.
Teresa has been addicted to
Do you think, like, after a while, she's like, yeah, I prefer regular E10 gasoline over E15. It just doesn't quite smell. And E85 is worthless. Don't ever buy that shit. You know, it smells like popcorn, and I'm not about that.
smelling gasoline for over 30 years. She takes a sniff every 10 minutes and even wakes up in the middle of the night.
Every 10 minutes. Holy shit. How do you, what are you sitting there during fucking church service? You're just like, praise Jesus.
She
you know?
definitely looks like she needs it too. Like, like, you know, after a while, some people just like, they start getting neck itches and they're just like, I need gasoline. Oh.
Yeah. I need it. Yeah, that's what she fucking is.
For a fix.
I don't even know how to explain how it smells. I just love the smell of it, how it makes my nose feel inside the back of my throat.
Teresa was only 13 years old when her dad...
This is as 70s as it gets right here.
Yeah, no shit.
The only thing that would make this more 70s is if they took this took this picture in the bathroom. He had shag carpet on the shitter. That was the only thing that would top this photo. You got the wood grain paneling on the wall. We got this fucking plaid couch. Got some 70s era glasses. You got some
fucking silk pillows.
Yeah.
Nobody uses those for the couch anymore.
You got table placemats on the back of the couch for whatever reason.
asked if she wanted to smell his gas can.
I smelled it that one time, and that was all it took.
Now she stashes 4 water bottles.
You know, I gotta say, dude, if you go buy like a new gas can these days, dude, those are such a pain in the ass now. They got the fucking safety spouts. They are a piece of fuck.
Oh my God,
they are
don't
worthless
fucking
as
get me
shit,
started.
dude. I hate them so fucking much. All right, side ran over.
Filled with gasoline throughout the house for easy access.
Oh, she's got her fucking strawberries and cream McDonald's cream pie there. As Dylan would say, there's the pie.
Throughout the
only
house.
your fat ass would know that's a fucking McDonald's pie, dude.
Actually, I have no idea if it is. I just it just came to me. I can't even say the last time I've had a fucking pie from McDonald's.
Dude, they're okay. You know what? Another rant. McDonald's pies are ass. I'm sorry, they're just fucking ass. Like, I had that cookies and cream pie.
Yeah, Dylan was all
The
excited.
only thing good that came out of it was that fucking meme. There's the pie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so we were coming back from Michigan's Adventures about a year ago, and we stopped at a McDonald's because we're fat, right? And Dylan ordered a cookies and cream pie, and he got to the bottom. He's like, "Oh, there's the pie!" And we all fucking died because it was so dumb. He just did it out of nowhere. And then he took a bite. He's like, "This tastes like ass," and then he threw it away.
For easy access.
No matter where I'm at, I have a bottle with me. I keep it either in my purse or in my jacket pocket. When I eat, it's sitting right there at the kitchen table in case I get that urge. Wait a minute.
This is the ultimate. Like, oh, hold on, I need to take a whiff. We need to stop filming. Stop the filming. I need a.
The way you fucking paused it, dude. She has 1,000-yard stare going on right now. She's like, "What is my life? Why am I sniffing this gasoline? Why do I love it so much?" Oh shit.
That might make me feel better.
Teresa takes a sniff of petrol, gasoline, because this was obviously done by a UK crew, the UK edited version, about 120 times a day. And apparently we sent an intern to fucking figure this one out, and that's nearly 44,000 times per year.
When I walk in the door, the first thing that hits me is the smell of gas. It smells like you're walking into a garage.
And then we're smelling gas while you're
Okay, hold on. Why does everybody have only a boyfriend or girlfriend or fiance? I've never seen a husband or wife.
Because they've realized their mistakes. Well, we saw one about the steam lasagna.
That was their fiance, though. That wasn't...
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, they weren't married yet.
Hopefully that guy learned his fucking lesson and got out of there.
Yeah, using beef fat. Fucking sick motherfucker.
And your point is, if you don't like it, go upstairs.
When Teresa doesn't have gasoline, watch out. She does get very angry.
Yeah,
What do you think it's doing to your health? What do you think it's doing to your brain? Or...
I don't know. I can't answer that. But I'm not going to sit here.
Because my brain is gone. It's just like
You think every time she
up in
thinks
there.
hard enough, it starts burning gasoline? The fumes? Starts sounding like a car.
Yeah, she gets pissed off.
Have you
Okay,
throw
not
it in
gonna
my
lie,
face.
she has some like crack whore tendencies right now. Like she gets mad if you start confronting her about shit. That's what crack whores do, man. No, bitch, I ain't gonna stop taking no crack.
And
Crack whores, I mean both men and women.
And it's the kind you smoke.
You throw it in my face when, you know...
I'm not throwing it in your face. I'm just saying, you've been saying that for years, but you're still smelling gas.
Teresa doesn't work and is supported by her boyfriend. She spends almost 4
Oh, well, that's how she has all this fucking time to just whiff
Okay.
gas, because she's a lazy fucking cunt.
All right. Okay, if your boyfriend is supporting you, then he has a say in what you don't buy.
Yeah, I would say
motherfucker.
let's move on to maybe menthol cigarettes. Let's go with that.
Hold on. She's sniffing. Now, okay, I don't know why, but I love the smell of whiskey. Love it.
But you're not
Like
spending.
if I get a new bottle, I always sniff it first. I love it.
All right.
But I'm not sitting here with a fucking little bottle. Like, oh yeah, I need my crown right now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dylan's sitting on the fucking transmission teardown line just with the fucking, is that a dip cup, Dylan? Did you start doing dip? No, that's a hit of whiskey. You're drinking on a job? No, just whiffing.
Just whipping.
Just whiffing.
$400 a month
I'm just whiffing. I'm holding this ball, so you could say it's a whiffing ball.
on her
I
addiction.
will find where you live.
Me and Frank fight over it. Take the last couple dollars we have just to go get the gasoline can filled because I have to have my gasoline to sniff.
That is the definition of a fucking addict right there. Using
Yeah,
every
no
last dollar.
shit.
I don't need to eat. I need my fucking crack cocaine yesterday. All right.
I need my gasoline.
Like we say, okay, there could be a fucking category 5 there could be an EF5 hurricane or tornado outside, right? And there'd be one guy driving down the street for 2 reasons. A, he's getting some good puss, or B, he's going to get that good weed. All right. That's what this is up to right now. She drive through a fucking snowstorm to go get that good gas at the local Sheetz gas station.
I come
She's going to the come and go.
to the gas station about twice a week. The more I go to the gas station, the fresher
Nope, we're at the local BP station.
the gas is.
I've heard her talk about situations where she chose
Okay, there's no doubt she is her daughter. Holy
yeah,
hell.
holy shit,
Fuck
dude.
me.
Fucking twin.
Spitting image.
the gas over buying food or something like that. She just needs her fix.
I've had memory.
Okay, so side thought. Do you ever wonder, every time you go to the bathroom, when you come back out, you always wash your hands, right, Dylan?
Depending on what I do.
Okay, let's say more than, you have a shit, Mike. You're washing
Okay,
your
if I have a
hands.
shit, yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands.
You're washing your hands, okay? You ever, and I do it after every time I go to the bathroom. It's just what I do, okay? But you ever think about how fucking nasty gas pump handles are?
Oh my god.
Because it's not like they wash that. It's not like they're taking Clorox out there after every use. I mean, they probably hardly ever put a Clorox wipe on them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And then you get in your car. Then you get in your car. You're touching your steering wheel. So now it's all over the steering wheel. You touch the radio. It's on that. Now it's on the gear shift. And now your whole fucking car smells like a fucking Texaco station.
Well, it depends on who you go to. Like, one of the local stores around Grand Rapids, Johnny's Markets, they do clean their pumps.
I would say most of them, but again,
day.
it's not like it's after every use. Like if you just used it after someone just literally had shit on their hands and they went and got gas, now you're touching the shit handle, you know?
Lost since about 1995. Because of my memory loss, I have to use.
I bet the gasoline has nothing to do with that. What are we talking about again?
Yeah, because of my memory loss, let me take a quick hit fucking whiff of this gasoline.
Yeah, because of my
probably
memory
isn't causing any damage.
Because of my memory loss, I can't remember the last time I had a hit as it's sitting there right there. I should take another one just in case.
Darn. See?
Yeah.
I have to use little notes and leave them tacked up on my steering wheel of my car, even outside of my purse sometimes. The past 6 years, I have had major stomach problems. I've had anemia problems.
To think about the gasoline.
It's like someone who goes through the threat or had lung cancer, beat it, but then continues to smoke fucking Marlboro Reds. Oh, it has nothing to do with it.
All right. She looks like a ghoul from Fallout. I think the gasoline has like caused that.
Yeah, she's not in Fallout 76. She's in Fallout 87.
So
Killing her, it just makes me just want to curl up
No, she's in Fallout E85.
in a ball and cry somewhere because I can't get through to her. Nobody can get through to her.
I never really thought about going a day without
I bet this would get through to her.
it.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know.
It was a gunshot.
Oh. Holy shit. Damn.
Know if I could or not. I'm ashamed of it. Yeah.
She just needs to know that she's very loved.
Of course she drives a Dodge.
Okay, hold on. What, they black out the Ford symbol, but they don't block out the Dodge symbol?
Well, it's because it doesn't say Ford or it doesn't say Dodge. The Ford symbol said Ford.
I will.
That or Dodge condones gas sniffers. You know, they might be or not condones. They might be okay with that.
Anybody addicted to something should never be ashamed of it.
Well,
I don't think they should be ashamed of it. What they should be ashamed of is not getting help.
Being fucking weird.
Like, if we have the resources, most of the time they're free. So you utilize that. Don't sit on it. The only time you should be ashamed of an addiction is if you don't get help for it. If you have the necessary, like if you have the needs for it and you have the opportunity to do it and you pass up on it, that's when you should be ashamed. Because then now you're choosing to let your life get that way. Go ahead. I'm done now.
She needs to stop.
So my understanding is that there are lots of people who are worried about you and your health. And why would...
Yeah, I can help you out, Doc. This shit's fucked.
This guy looks like he's like just got out of middle school, but yet has the hair of a 50-year-old.
Yeah, and he looks like
I'm very confused about it.
It looks like it looks like for this he like just shaved off his porn stash, but it's starting to come back in.
Like he only grows a mustache.
Yeah,
like,
no, only grows
this dude is the definition of a middle schooler, but like
specifically only grows a porn stash.
Sniffing gas.
She had that photo from the 70s. He never left,
Gasoline for about 30 years now.
For 30 years?
30 years.
Every day?
Every day. I've been having a lot of short.
Dude, you can see it in his eyes like, why do I always get assigned the wacky bitches?
He's like, this is why I'm losing my hair at 23.
My man's already used it just for men since the womb.
Or memory loss. It started getting bad about 1995. I was getting lost when I drive.
I was getting lost in the sauce.
I was getting lost when I drive. I'd misplace things. I'd let food cook on the oven. You know, just stupid stuff like that.
You need
Yes, leaving shit in the oven. It's stupid stuff, no big deal.
No big deal. I can't burn down my house or anything.
It happens to everybody. Everybody doesn't it?
know from at least a medical standpoint that this is a very destructive thing. Gasoline destroys the covering to nerves and prevents the nerves from sending signals. Then not only do your organs attached to the nerves not work normally, but muscles also don't work normally. Okay. So it breaks down tissue just like a person is actually being burned by fire.
That is the smartest thing I've heard in the last 5 seconds.
Holy shit.
I just got edumacated right there. Holy shit. Oh, everybody take a hit.
Let me learn you something.
Everybody take a hit. I just paused it at the 4:20 mark of the video.
And that's pretty much what's happening to you when you're sniffing gasoline.
Wow.
When you're sniffing the gas, it's not just, in your nose and in your throat. It goes through the tissue and eventually into the blood. You didn't know that?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, of course she didn't know that. She ain't no fucking fancy doctor like
this
you
guy,
are.
This guy's like rubbing his hands like he's annoyed that she didn't know that. Like, obviously, if she didn't know how destructive it was, I don't think she'd be fucking doing it for as long as she did, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. You don't know.
I felt bad at first for insulting this guy. I mean everything I say. I hope.
Yeah, I hope
God, what a fucking dick.
Every time you're doing that, you're damaging every organ. Every single one.
When the doctor said that it was affecting my whole body, I just couldn't believe it was doing that. So it was very overwhelming to hear him say that.
I'm always surprised by the amount of people like, I had no idea that was doing that to my health. Well, it sure as shit not improving it. That's why it's not a fucking normal thing. Hello? Like, if whiffing gasoline was a solve for cancer, you think they would have figured that out a little while ago? No, they realized that shit's bad for you. Let's not do that, okay?
Guess is that your organs, including your nervous system, are much more damaged than they should be for someone your age.
So you're saying she has
emotional damage.
Oh.
Teresa won't live another 30 years of gas sniffing.
Dude, she ain't gonna live 30 years if she wasn't whiffing gas. Look at her. Look at her. That ain't living no motherfucking 30 years.
Every time that she's sniffing, she might overdo it.
Okay, what's more yellow, the gas?
She looks like Gollum's fucking sister from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, what's more yellow, the gas?
Gas sniffing. Every time that
or her teeth?
Oh. I think the gas.
By only a couple shades. And to be honest, this gas looks
30 years of gas.
Looks like Bear Grylls piss.
Time to drink my own piss.
Every time that she's sniffing, she might overdo it and then die. It's Russian roulette every time.
Well, at least we can all say at least she's not huffing lead because, gas hasn't had lead in it since the 80s, I want to say.
People have lots of
at least in the U.S.
exposure to gasoline. It can cause damage to the nerves that are furthest away from the center part of the body. Mm-hmm. And one way we can find out if the nerve is working normally or if it's still intact, we can do a test which is called the EMG.
I'm going to slap the shit out of you and you're going to tell me if you can feel it or not.
Which stands for electromyogram. So we're going to be sending...
Holy fuck, dude, her legs are whiter than a fucking table. God damn, go in the sun, lady.
Holy
small shock through, and the goal of the shock is to...
Fucking need sunglasses.
To tell us how long it's going to be.
Oh, you see that in the background there, Dawn? Anal paste right there.
The way you paused it on her again, dude, she had the 1,000-yard stare going again, dude.
Tell us how...
Dude, right there, she's counting.
Look at that. She is contemplating her life choices right now.
Okay, so you know how a lot of drop-down ceilings, they have the popcorn effect to it, She's counting the bumps in the drop-down ceiling. Except since she has memory loss, she just keeps counting the 6 bumps over and over again.
How long it's going to be before the information gets back. And we have standards that we can compare your nerves with.
Yeah, it starts off as yep, it's okay, could work on it. All right, we need to do this here, physical therapy, and then at the bottom it's shit's fucked.
Shit's fucked.
Other standards and find out.
Oh, they're gonna tase her ass. Awesome. I wouldn't do that, man. With how much gas she's fucking been whiffing, you might blow the place up.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah, it's gonna be out here. It's gonna be fucking like skip it up and down.
Is there damage to the outsides of the nerves? The shock itself is going to be no different than the shock that people get when they touch a doorknob.
Touch a doorknob? What fucking doorknobs are you touching?
Oh, like static electricity. Okay.
Oh, I get it. But I was gonna say, what fucking doorknobs are you touching?
Have you touched like when you go to plug in an outlet? Have you accidentally touched the outlet part?
Yes.
Or like the prongs? Dude,
Yes.
That's a fucking shock for life, dude.
It's not like it's shot. It's weird because it starts like my hand, like I can feel my hand and my arm start vibrating.
Yeah, it's almost like your hand's ready to fucking close on it. It's like whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Thank God it's only 110 or 120 volt.
You want to hear something crazy? If you ever, I don't know how you're gonna ever do this, but take a multimeter tool, go to the back of an oven, unscrew it, and then put it on the where the plugins are at, and you will literally feel in your hands through the multimeter tool 240 volts that will kill you if you touch it. So
well, I mean,
fun.
the thing is our oven's not 240; it's only 120.
Yeah, I know, but it's the heating element to it is 240, but it will still work. God, motherfucker.
Well, our oven is natural gas, so it's just a burner. The only thing that's power is the electronics and the lighters, which is only $1.20.
Oh, well, still,
yeah. If you have an electric oven, yeah, it's probably 240.
Yeah, you will enjoy that shit.
Yeah, no, I will not.
Be
Dude,
like, what the fuck?
Dude, what if they put this on her, except her leg's okay, so it just fucking kicks them right in the face? Yep, that leg's fine. You sit there, all right, yep, we're gonna see what your reflexes are like. Yep, that side's fine.
You got a black eye now.
There. Okay, so here's a little zing, ready?
Did you do it yet, Doc? Did you crank that bitch up?
There's a little zang for you.
I want
zang.
I haven't had a good shocker in my life. Give me something good.
Okay, a little bit more. You doing okay over there? Mm-hmm. Okay, here comes the next shock. Okay, good.
All right, now you got 2 fucking black marks on your leg because we burnt the shit out of your skin. Looks like Dracula's been having a fucking Pound Town gangbang on your fucking ankle.
This nerve we're having trouble even finding. So here's the next pinch. And one last one. Okay, well, that's a
Well, I mean, it looked like her leg moved on that one a little bit. Like, had like a little bit of a twitch.
surprising response.
Why is she in a different position every time we cut away to a different fucking shock?
Because they're probably moving it over a different part of her legs.
Yeah, but what?
Hey, we ain't got the big budget for good editing here, okay? We got fucking Johnny the intern putting this episode together, all right?
Good?
That's a good, surprising response. The test shows that your nerve looks okay. This is a...
Oh, yeah, I can go back to whiffing my gas. Why is this always every time? They're always, like, they always say, yep, everything seemed okay. And they're like, yes, yeah, I could go back. I told you nothing would be wrong. I told you.
It's like, no, everything is wrong still.
It's like, not everybody dies from lung cancer if they smoke 6 packs of Marlboro Reds a day, okay?
Great sense of relief for you, I can imagine.
Join us on Functional Idiots Podcast Experiments, where me and Colin will each take up smoking, and we'll see who dies first.
And at the same time, it's still doing damage. Right. She's been tremendously lucky. 30 years of sniffing, and somehow her body's held up. But she's not going to stay lucky.
Okay, hold on.
What has not held up?
Out of context, that shit would sound so funny. after 30 years of sniffing, her body seems to be doing okay. Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, her body seems to have held up. What has not held up is her fucking boobs, man. They are down to her waist. Good Lord. Those are losing the battle right there.
Held up, but she's not going to stay lucky after 30 more years.
You know what I always find funny? When you have this guy, he's like missing an arm, you know, fucking like missing like 3 fingers, fucking blind in one eye, you know, he's got a big old limp, and then they call him lucky. I say he's not fucking lucky. He is unlucky, if you ask me.
A break point. Every single post-it that you put up is another reminder that this is
Getting worse.
an area of damage. So do you see a time that you're going to stop?
No, this is not going to happen overnight. I know it's going to be a process to do, and it's going to be a long recovery. Just knowing the results of the test that you just did, I know there's hope left.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you're going to do great.
All this information was very overwhelming for me, but it did give me a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, redemption arc for the fucking doctor. He went from acting like a prick almost to being a respectable dude.
He's only
congratulations, my guy.
He's like our, you know, the $5 tier. He's just part-time prick.
And that's all I needed.
Oh my god, I'm using that from now on. That is fucking hilarious. Nah, you're not a full prick. You're just part-time prick.
Just part-time.
When I get home, I'm going to try and not even use the rest of that bottle tonight.
I'm going to go switch over to diesel.
I'm going to look at myself day by day. That's all I can do right now.
Teresa did not smell gas, you fucking Brits, that evening. Teresa has cut down to just 1 sniff every 2 hours. So
Damn.
You know, from every 10 minutes to just every 2 hours.
Well, this is like the 3rd one we've had to where like they've actually like done a pretty damn good job of cutting down.
Yeah, although unsurprisingly, her memory has continued to
degrade,
get worse. So, for everyone that watched us on the Patreon, we thank you for that. If you want to watch this, you can go. You only need to do on the $5 tier, and you get a 7-day free trial before you get charged. So, I mean, you could sign up 7 days, watch all our shit, be like, these guys are retarded, don't know why I did this, and cancel. Fuck, you could sign up and cancel right away. You'll still get the 7 days. So, but we appreciate you for watching. If you want to watch the video, you can head over that way. And for the rest of you cunts, we're going to move on to the old porn star birthdays. So, at work, do they ever bring up the porn star birthdays or no?
Surprisingly, no.
No? Probably because they've all seen them. Like, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's not nothing to me, dude.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
I've seen the Art of the Cum Blast, you know.
Art of the Cum Fart.
As well. And the pre-cum instead of prequel.
Yep.
You know. The pre-cum of Art of the Cum Squart or whatever it is.
What?
Art of the Cum Squart. I don't know.
I thought it was
something that fucking rhymes with fart.
Oh. How about Paul Blart?
Art of the Cum Paul Blart? What the fuck?
All right. Let's get a little bit back on track here. First thoughtie on the list is Afton Opal, 25 years old. An American from Los Angeles, California, born on May 10th, 1999. She started in porn at the age of 2018 at 19 years old. Standing at 5'5" with a set of 32 Bs. She has been nominated for the awards Best Bi Sex Scene and Best Girl Sex Scene. You could frost the pastries to her nearly 300 credited films, such as Coctopus Chronicles Volume 14, 29, and 33.
Jesus Christ. Coctopus? What the fuck?
Harry Hardcore Fuckfest. Buttering Her Popcorn. And her rumpus is scrumptious.
Yes, very distinguished gentleman.
Rumpus is scrumptious. That's probably what they sell at the F1 Grand Prix for about $600.
Get your escort here, your escorts.
Yeah. Next one on the list is Gianna Dior. 27 years old as of today, May 12th, being born in 1997. An American born in California but raised in Auburn, Alabama. She started in porn at the age of 2018 at 21 years old. Standing at 5'5" with a set of 32 Ds. She's been nominated for Best Smile, Facial Cum Target of the Year, Threesome Savant of the Year, Best Breasts, and Phenomenal Pussy of the Year. And she has won the awards, Female Performer of the Year, multiple best sex scenes amongst girl, boy, girl, tag team, all girl, oral, and anal. And most eagerly anticipated first anal in modern history. That one rolls right off the tongue. You could grease the three-legged cow to her over 650 credited films, such as Gaggers 6, Vegetarians, Getting Paid to Get Laid, and
so prostitution.
Yeah, and probably at the Grand Prix in Miami, and Sperm Loads on Sexy Toes 1 and 2.
What the fuck, dude? I thought you were gonna say toads at first. I was like, whoa, what are we getting into?
Yeah, this is the Disney this is a story Disney doesn't want you to read. Last thoughty on the list is Taylor White, 31 years old, being born on May 11th, 1993. Also an American. She started in porn at the age of 20 in 2013. 5'3" with a set of 32 Cs. She is the older sister of porn star Brooke Wild. You can help Mr. Kleenex kids through college to her over 100 credited films such as Bury the Bone, Her Candy Got Crushed,
Okay,
Finger That Petite Pussy, and Teenage Ass Eaters 2. So happy birthday to those hardworking women out there. Jesus.
Oh my god. I literally cannot with these fucking names because they fucking like they either come up with some ridiculous shit like Art of the Cum Fart or like they hit the nail on the fucking coffin like Ass Eaters 3000 or something.
Yeah.
There is no in between. There's like no like
or Coctopus Chronicles volumes 14, 29, and 33. All right. Let's go on to functional idiots of the week. And boy, do I got a doozy on this one. So a Florida man, because who else? See, I got this one looking for a GTA Florida man story news, but I was like, no, this takes the cake for functional idiot of the week. 41-year-old man is facing charges of abuse after hitting and pushing down his frail 91-year-old grandfather inside their Florida apartment, which was captured on video because they had like one of those Nest cameras or Ring cameras inside their house.
Okay.
Let's see here. According to the arrest affidavit, deputies responded to an apartment in Palm Coast on April 14 after a man, later identified as, let's see, what was his fucking name? Brandon Valentine, reportedly struck his grandfather, knocking him to the ground. Deputies initially encountered conflicting reports about what happened and did not see any visible injuries as no one was arrested. Now, this was on April 14th. On May 1st, a family member called the Florida Department of Children and Families and alleged the grandfather was being abused. Oops, sorry. This man was responsible for caring for his elderly relative, Brandon Valentine was. Instead, he chose to mistreat and abuse his elderly grandfather. Fortunately, he's not very smart and provided the video evidence that helped our investigators confirm the allegations of abuse.
Bruh.
So he literally gave them the evidence to fucking arrest him.
Oh my god.
He captured the alleged video on April 14th incident, thinking it would clear him of wrongdoing. Obviously, he was wrong. He's being held on over 10,000.
Here's a video of me actually doing the crime. I hope I can get away with it. No, that's not how this works.
Yeah. He pushed his grandfather to the ground and hit him over the head with a bottle to defend himself. Deputies found the 90-year-old man in another room on the ground and helped him onto and into a chair. Valentine's being held on a $10,000 bond. We don't know what started the argument. All we know is that Brandon Valentine is a retard.
And an asshole.
Yeah, I didn't rob the bank. Here's the video to prove it. Him walking in the bank with a fucking gun, sticking him up, putting him... Oh, you didn't rob the bank, did you?
Hey, guess what? You want to blur out your face? Just put your middle finger right in front of it. And all the news segments will have to blur it because they don't allow that shit.
Genius! So, all right, Dylan, who's your functional idiot of the week?
Okay, so everybody, not everybody, most people once in their life get married, or sometimes, 2 or 3 times. But the worst thing that could probably happen at your wedding is somebody upstaging it, right? Like, by doing something, wearing something, whatever. Or, it gets upstaged because the groom leaves the bride or the bride leaves the groom at the altar, right?
Yeah.
Well, what if I told you a woman down in Oklahoma had an outdoor wedding and had her wedding almost ruined when an uninvited woman pretending to be a cat with a kitty mask, ears, fake tail, and all, crawled on her hands and knees behind the lakefront altar. So in the background, there's just a lady dressed as a cat just doing her thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah. At first, bride Mystique Morris of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, thought the odd human cat creature was just a cow in the distance. But as the 24-year-old walked down the aisle, things took a turn for the worst. Thanks. That was funny. The one thing that was frustrating was that a lot of people were paying more attention to her than me, Morris told Kennedy News. I'm only getting married once, which honestly,
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's fair as hell.
Like, what the fuck? The wedding party encountered was a Therian, better known as a person who identifies as an animal and goes to outlandish lengths to behave as one. A Japanese man who fits the description previously spent $14,000 to appear more like a collie dog breed.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'd be a little bit pissed.
Just a little?
They started the procession, and the person stood up and realized the cow was human. The procession had already started, so it was too late to stop anything. Once the ceremony started, they stood up and started walking around. I thought maybe they were inebriated, White continued. They kept staring. They kept stepping up and laying back down in the grass. Everyone thought it was really weird. Yeah, a little bit. Things got even worse afterward. When the bride and groom kissed, the Therian gave them a little bow. After the ceremony, I told the bride there's a furry at her wedding. And then towards the end, when everyone started cheering, they walked to the edge of the lake and were trying to get in the photos and taking pictures themselves. Fortunately, the photographer knew better and kept the stray cat out of the forever memories.
Okay.
So, yeah. Getting your wedding almost upstaged by a fucking cat person would kind of piss me off. Listen. I don't have a problem with these type of people, okay? I don't care. Do what you want, as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting anybody else, right?
Right.
Don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If you're going to be disrespectful, though, that's when I start taking all right, buddy, this is a line, and you just cross it. Now I'm going to kick your ass or something. I don't know. Yell at you, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants a stray cat. Go to the litter box where you belong, all right? Just fucking stay out of my life, all right? So, yeah.
You good now?
Functional idiot.
Okay. That sounds a little fucking out there. The hell? Someone's just trying to have a fucking wedding. Meanwhile.
And here comes a fucking cat just in the field.
Fucking Bertha
or a
over
cat
here.
Person, sorry.
Fucking Bertha. Oh, okay.
Fucking weirdos, man.
Fucking tell you, so. I believe that's all we've got for this episode of the Functional Idiots podcast. Yeah. You can follow
us on Twitter. At Funny Idiots Show. Email us at functionalidiots.podcast@gmail.com. And support us on Patreon. Links will be in the description for it.
Yep. All that good stuff will is always in the description of every episode.
Yes. With that, don't be dumb.
Yep. Do not possibly nope. You know what? We'll let you know up on our Twitter if we decide to do any other broadcast. So yes, follow us there. And until we decide to do that, or until we put another video on the Patreon, or we do another episode here, this has been the Functional Idiots Podcast. Until next time, don't be dumb.